Holy shit. This is the best game ever made. Think of your favorite game. You might say Snake Eater, you might say Final Fantasy VII, you might even say The Last of Us Part 2. I mean, I think it's pretty good. I'm just saying. You may even say Kingdom Hearts 3, and yeah, it's okay. You know, I'm not one to judge. I only mock, remember? But the thing is, all those answers are wrong, because your favorite game is Dishonored 2. Or at least it would be, if you bought it, because if you look to my right, this game didn't sell very well. Not for lack of trying, because this game is just... it's just alive. You have all these characters that become instantly iconic to you, like Megan Foster, an old ship captain with a great arc that connects right back to the first game. Or Aramis Sylvan, a crazy old man who lost his mind due to an event that happened in his past long ago that you get to experience for yourself, that I won't even spoil how, because it's just amazing. Paulo, who might sound familiar to you.
I'm Paolo. In this part of town, everything's my business. And slumming rich kids should remember all that etiquette they learned. Maybe you need another lesson.
I've seen him do things I can't explain. My task was to bring him to a Jedi.
Is that what you came down here for?
All of these people helped make Karnaca, the red jewel of the South, feel like a real place that you could live in. This is also helped by the groundbreaking, or at least it would be, chaos mechanic. That basically means whatever you do affects the game later. If you kill everyone in level 2, corpses full of blood flies that feed off them will line the streets and infest buildings in level 4. So characters will act differently than they would in low chaos, which asks of you a more tempered and restrained playthrough that will force you to explore and experiment with the limitless freedom you were given just by level 1. Seriously, this game surpasses Phantom Pain in every single way with how much freedom it gives you. Let's use an example. To get to the boat after leaving the castle, you could run up here, kill all these guys, shooting your way through to the end. Or, you could walk up here, drop down, wait for him to turn, then go through here, rescue this guy from the guard, through the building, and to the end. Or,
I don't know that ship, but maybe the captain can help.
and this game's soundtrack, whew.
Home to the seafaring cave, where the captain's a bully and the crew's full of thieves, and the liquor's so bad I get the dry heaves. Wind blows over the silky black waves, brother, protect me from a watery grave, a watery grave.
Now honestly, I could just stop here, give the score and roll the credits, but I just can't not talk about the levels. I love the balls. You have the first level, where you start in this grand castle where everything is elegant and made of gold. Then things start going wrong. You're locked up and you have to go backwards through your city and see the exact opposite. Citizens being harassed and old buildings that should have been torn down decades ago are left up, showing how bad Dunwall really is. But the real star of the show is Karnaca, the brilliant city of innovation and wonder. It's just so cool and sexy, you know? Meow. To get by, you have to commit crimes for these mobs, or religious cults, or do none of them. You have the clockwork mansion that can completely change with the flick of a switch, or lever, whatever.
Who would build something like this? And why?
Someone's activated one of the mechanisms in my house.
You also fight some Metal Gears, which are always a plus. And you got the Dust District too. That's my favorite, but, maybe not. And like I hinted at earlier, a crack in the slab.
By the void.
Which is worth every dollar alone. Every single one of these levels are also wonderfully tied to the gameplay, which is whatever you can make it with the Mark of the Outsider. You can teleport, summon rats, morph, stop time, mind control people. Mind control the rats too. Dishonored 2 doesn't care. As long as you can imagine it, definitely do it. Each one of these powers you can upgrade and unlock new ones by finding runes hidden throughout each level. It's like I'm playing Super Mario Odyssey, but instead of moons, it's runes. For this one, you gotta shoot out the elevator brakes, and it smashes through the floor to a whole new area you never knew. With this one, though, you have to buy from the black market. I didn't even mention yet. Each one of them you can rob in a whole different way. It's amazing. Now the story, it's no masterpiece, but you don't play Dishonored for the story, really. And it's actually pretty good too. Never uninteresting. Unlike your favorite game, Kingdom Hearts 3. There's so much I didn't even touch on that I want you to experience for yourself. So please, do yourself a favor and pick up Dishonored 2, which will forever be the greatest game ever made. 5 out of 5.